Hello students, welcome once again in the part 2 of the rat trap. If you have seen the video, we did up to here that the rat trap peddler and the old man in the morning left the old man's house and they went in two different directions. But there is a twist. Though they went in two different directions, after a while, the rat trap peddler came back. Understood? You all know he was a thief and he had decided he got tempted the previous night when the old man had shown him that those 3 kroner notes. So what he did, and he knew very well where the pouch was hanging at the wall, on the wall. So what he did, there was no need of him to break open the lock. What he simply did was he broke the window pane, put his hand inside. At the side of the window only the pouch was hanging from the wall. Took the pouch, took out those 3 kroner notes from the pouch and once again put the pouch back at its place and went out. And he was very happy at his smartness to see how smartly he had acted. He was very happy. And he went on his way. Now as he was walking with those 3 kroner in his pocket by the road, a fear struck his mind. The fear of getting caught. Now this is also a typical nature of human being. Guilty conscience is called. When you are guilty of something, when you know that you have done something wrong, maybe no one in the world is aware of whatever you have done, of your guilt. You are the only person who is knowing about it. Still, your guilty conscience will haunt you to such extent that you will be having a feeling as if everyone is looking at you and watching you just because they know that you have done it, you have done something wrong. Understood? So that is the thing that happened with the rat trap peddler. As he was walking by the road, he got afraid, he was scared that suppose the old man goes to police and files a complaint against him, giving description of his appearance. Police might be behind him, maybe chasing him. He might get caught and punished for it. So what he decided to do, he decided that instead of going by the main road, he should take a path through the forest. Along the forest also there was a parallel path. So he entered that forest. And that forest was a very thick forest, a very dense forest it was. And he started walking. Now to certain extent he was feeling safe. He continued walking throughout the day. Afternoon came. He had not ate anything. He hadn't drunk anything. He was thirsty. He was hungry. And he was dead tired. Completely exhausted. He continued walking. But unfortunately, he got lost in that forest. He tried very hard to come out of it, but could not. And he was, once again, he was very scared. Once again, the same thought came back in his mind. Which thought? the thought that this world is a huge rat trap, and we, the human beings, we get trapped in it, seeing the bets that are set for us. So he was comparing himself with a rat. And what was the bet for him? The bet for him was those 30 kroner notes. Those 3 kroner notes, 30 kroner that he had stolen. Now he was repenting. Why had he done it? Had he not done it, he could have walked by the forest, by the main road. But now he was compelled to take the forest through the path through the forest, because he was afraid to be caught. And he was laughing. You can say not laughing, but he was smiling at himself. He was thinking how foolishly he had acted, and now he was completely lost. It seemed as if he won't be able to ever come out of that forest. He was so tired, he did not have the strength to even move 1 inch, take a few more steps. That strength also he was not having. Now, which month was it? It was the month of December. And in Sweden, it was a very cold month, the month of December. Very chilly, biting cold was there. Now, evening had descended in the forest. Understood? It was now evening time. He had started working when? At daytime, in the morning. It was now evening time. Still he was unable to come out of the forest, and he was dead tired. He did not have the strength to move a bit forward. So what he did was, he laid his head on the ground, and he wanted to sleep. He just wanted to take a rest. Just as he laid his head on the ground, a thumping sound reached his ears. Thumping means repeated striking of something, as if someone was striking something repeatedly. That thumping sound came in his ears, to his ears. And he understood that it was the thumping sound of a hammer, as if someone was using a hammer repeatedly over something. And he understood that those were hammer strokes from an iron mill. So this thing was clear that close to that forest, somewhere, there was an iron mill. The man got hopeful. He stood up once again. He pulled himself up, and he was ready to walk again. Finally, what he did was, he started following the sound, the direction from which that thumping sound was coming. Understood? Following that direction, he started walking. And within a few minutes, he was out of the forest. He could see that there was a mill in front, and that was the mill, the Ramsjö Iron Works only, where that old crofter once worked. That mill it was, that iron work it was, the Ramsjö Iron Work. Now writer has over here given a description of how Ramsjö Iron Mill was once. Now it was closed down, but not a very long time time ago, it was a very large plant with several smelters, rolling mill and forge. And now, and in the summer times, the writer has told over here that in the summer times, heavily loaded barges are actually boats which are loaded with freight, with brings commodities. Heavily loaded barges would come over there during the summer time and unload the commodities over there. So that used to be a very, you can say, place full of activities, full of buzzing sound. But now it was completely quiet because only 2 people were present in the iron mill, in the Ramshaw iron mill. One was the blacksmith himself and the other was his apprentice. Rat Trap Peddler was very happy to see the iron mill over there, and he decided to go inside the iron mill. Alright, so part 3 ends over here. We will continue in part 4.